right.
Big Bad John Gunn. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Pro Wrestling Throwdown for the week of November 5th, 2023. I am the Ayatollah of Rock and Rolla, Caleb Black. This is the best in the world, Luke the Big Dog Williams. Right to my right is the Lionheart, Mighty Max Fury, and the Painmaker, Big Bad John, our in-studio editor. We're all Chris Jericho this week.
We are.
You're welcome for that intro.
Hey, here's the deal.
I'm not going to lie, it took me a second to remember all of Chris Jericho's nicknames.
Sweet Tea and Jelly Bean are here too.
Yes, they are, as our in-studio correspondents. Sorry, I got thrown off by my own Jericho
Come
joke.
up with a name for them, though. You can give them Jericho names.
I don't know anymore. The Ocho. And Vitamin C.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go. Vitamin C.
The Ocho. Yeah. Luke, how's your Sunday?
Fantastic. Crown Jewel was last night.
Crown Jewel was last night.
A lot of interesting stuff coming through the interwebs.
A lot of interesting stuff is coming through the interwebs.
I learned how to use something called MySpace today. That was
You learned how to use MySpace, really?
Yeah, someone was like, hey, you should check out this new hip music downloading site. And I was like, oh, what is it called? And they said MySpace. I said, that sounds peculiar.
Wait, MySpace is a new hip music downloading site?
You can download music to person to person. You can upload and download music from MySpace.
For what purpose?
What purpose is Facebook? Really, I mean, other than the fact that our group chat's there.
So say we promote through Facebook. We love it.
We love Facebook.
It's Facebook. It's so
we love YouTube more, but Facebook's cool too. It's like the girlfriend on the side that you don't like to take out during the daylight. It's kind of something different.
Is that me?
Max, how's your Sunday?
Max is the girlfriend you take out at daylight.
Oh, I'd take Max out in daylight.
I just said that.
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
God, I'm trying to give him a compliment.
We'd have a nice dinner.
Yeah, you would.
We talk about our feelings.
I made you dinner too, but we'll talk about that dinner.
That's exactly what you and I would do at dinner.
Oh yeah, speaking of dinner, I did make you dinner for November 5th, being the 5th of November, remember. But you can't get that till the end of the show, but stay tuned.
Remember, the 5th of November, the gunpowder treason and plot. I see no reason the 5th of November should ever be forgot.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Big Bad John, how was your Sunday? El Capitano!
Extraordinary.
Care to elaborate?
No.
I knew he was going to say
wants you to sit there and ponder it.
Big Bad John. Ladies, how's y'all Sunday?
Not too bad. It's aight.
All right. Well, we got a lot to talk about today, kids. There's a lot cooking over here.
Yeah, we really do.
We got to cover a whole premium live event.
Yeah, don't say pay-per-view.
We got the PLE, Crown Jewel, Rachel's in the house, happy Sunday.
And where the other big social media platform is called?
Facebook.
Yes, and?
Instagram.
And?
Snapchat.
Yeah, and?
Google.
No, the
Google.
one with the one
Google
that
Plus.
used to be a bird. What is that called?
Yeah, Google Plus.
X.
Who?
Your ex.
Your ex.
Oh, well, pick one. Hey, guys, how's it going? Fucking Wolfie. Good to be back after the last couple Sundays not being able to. Wolfie, welcome back to the show. We're glad to have you. Wolfie's back. We got lots to go on today. Twitter, X is the other one, you prick. Well, should we just get started? I believe we've settled the pleasantries here.
I'm all right with that.
All right, Big Bad John. Rolling with the first story of the day. First story, not the top story.
No,
It's
not
our
the top
top
story.
story.
This is the first story, the next top story or something.
Hey, you like Ms. and Mrs.?
I do.
How much do you like the Ms. and Mrs.?
I like Ms. and Mrs. a lot.
Did you enjoy Totally Divas when they were on the television?
I enjoy it from time to time.
How do you feel about the WWE creating yet another TV show highlighting two major superstars?
It would depend on who those two stars were.
What if I told you those two superstars were Bianca Belair and Montez Ford?
I'd first off say, shut your mouth. You ain't talking the truth.
Well, guess what, kids? I am! The WWE has created yet another television show highlighting two of their up-and-coming stars. Well, I wouldn't say Bianca Belair is up-and-coming anymore. I believe Bianca Belair is a pretty established superstar.
She's up and moving.
Montez Ford as well. They've got their own reality show coming out.
Yes, Love in WWE will premiere February 2nd of next year on the Hulu programs.
Yeah, pretty cool. Now, is this like a solo shot where they're featuring this couple here, and then maybe next season we'll get a different couple?
No, it will be all about these two, this specific couple, and their rise to professional wrestling as being not only straight edge, both of them. They don't drink, they don't
very religious
smoke
as well.
Weed, they don't do any of that. It'll be a very interesting look at the complete different side of when you think about stardom and professional wrestlers.
Well, yeah, I mean, Miz and Mrs. kind of, I mean, the Miz and Maurice drink, and you'll see occasionally.
Well, but that shows a lot more scripted than what this is going to be.
Right, but I'm saying you'll see, even like for subtle differences there, you see them drink a bottle of wine, and the Miz gets a little goofy and has some fun.
Yeah.
We're not going to have that element here. Also, the perspective in 2023 of two African-American superstars, one of which was female, not only in the landscape of 2023 in wrestling, but in the world. It's going to be insightful, cool, and I'm ready to check it out.
Yeah, me too.
Also, they're probably going to highlight a lot of their nutrition and fitness, and that's something everybody should be watching because those two are just in incredible shape. Also,
their stories from coming from literally nothing
to
being two top respected athletes in their genre of sports.
It's going to be pretty cool.
It'll be great. February 2nd, unless they change the February date. But the last thing I had heard, the last update, February 2nd, Love and WWE only on Hulu.
Well, can't wait to check it out.
Not a sponsor.
All right, not a sponsor at all. Big Bad John. Story numero dos. All right, so if you're an AEW fan, as I am, well, if you're a person who watches AEW right now, as I am, you got to see...
It's a better way of... Yeah.
A really cool thing happened last week. They premiered the Doja Cat. Now, I'm not going to lie, this song I am familiar with. I'm not familiar with a lot of Doja Cat's work, but Doja Cat is apparently a very popular superstar today. Has a song, Paint the Town Red. Created a music video in tandem with AEW featuring AEW women superstars. It's pretty cool. It is cool. Obviously, all of them are featured in red makeup, red accents. But if you like the song and you like AEW, be sure to check it out. I believe it's available on YouTube. Just type in AEW Doja Cat and you'll get.
Well, there's a lot of that stuff going on now. Like there was an artist, the name escapes me, but does a song called Nakamura, where it's a rap to
about
Shinsuke Nakamura
or Bad Bunny's Booker T.
Yeah, I mean the crossover appeal is a record high. I mean, you would have to imagine.
We keep getting outside.
I mean, hell, the #1 female selling artist in the world has connection to professional wrestling.
Who's that?
That is Taylor Swift.
Oh, that's true. How is Taylor Swift connected to the professional wrestling?
Because she used to babysit Jeff Jarrett's children.
That's true.
That is a true story.
She's a babysitter.
So therefore, Taylor Swift
is a wrestler. That's not. I don't think
that's how it works. I'm sorry. That's how you get your card anymore. That's how Logan got his.
I don't know.
That and that Pokemon card that cost.
That's how we got his literal card.
Yeah.
The Pokemon card.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with a debit card.
No.
Or a MasterCard.
He would have to know about debt before he could ever have a debit card.
Well, that's not entirely.
That's exactly what it is. Move on.
That works.
All right, hit us with the next one, Big Bad John.
Different things. Man, I wish Derek were in here early.
Right.
Because he's not here yet, and he's going to hate missing out on this. You all remember. You remember.
I remember.
When a couple weeks ago we were talking about how NWA Power could be the #2 brand in the world.
I sure do.
Live
it
public
had 3
homes.
R's.
Every single week they were going to get broadcast from the CW on free digital cable.
Digital cable.
Right. Okay. Now.
Hold on. If babysitting counts, then I'm definitely a wrestler. Well, I mean, okay. All right. Anyways, go ahead. I just had to read that because it was funny to me.
So
I liked it. Not physically.
The Halloween pay-per-view that Billy Corgan, lead singer of Smashing Pumpkins,
Sam Hain?
Sam Hain, right? Named for the pagan observance holiday, Sam Hain.
Yeah.
Featured a scene that we talked about. What's up, nerd? Nerd says Logan is my Mr. United States. He would be. Nerd.
Yeah, nerd.
Anyway.
Cut his hair.
So, as we talked about before, NWA Power features a scene with the sinister minister James Mitchell doing what we believe to be simulated cocaine.
Maybe.
Surrounded by a bunch of scantily clad women in Halloween masks. A fun little bit.
Derek's here.
Derek, you made it just in time. A fun little bit for the NWA, right?
Right.
Insider joke. James Mitchell doing cocaine. James Mitchell, he's surrounded by beautiful women, blah, blah, blah. Then, they air the fucking thing. They air it. They air it live on pay-per-view. They air it.
But who would actually see that?
Then, they go and get a report following week that says company executive from the CW watched that pay-per-view. They watched it. Then they get a report the following day that says the CW is no longer interested in featuring NWA Power on live television, that they will be streamed exclusively to the CW app. Now, again, CW app is free and accessible to every single home in America as long as you have internet access.
Yes.
Totally fine. I get that. But then that fucking idiot, Billy Corgan, says in an interview, well, I didn't think a member from the network was going to watch the pay-per-view. They're only interested in the TV product.
What?
I didn't think that the multi-billion-dollar public access cable television company
I don't like that.
wasn't going to tune in to the pay-per-view that we're offering their company the product for a week before we pen the deal that's going to make us the #2 company in the country. Didn't think that a network executive was going to tune in. Didn't think that they were interested in watching what the fuck they were buying. And because of that, at a time where I might remind you that right now their hottest program features 2 former WWE Impact and major Japanese stars, EC3 as NWA champion and Matt Cardona, who is the king of the independent scene right now. What's going to be their leading fucking story going into securing their spot on television? And now they're getting relegated to a fucking app, all because Billy Corgan didn't have the fucking foresight to go, hey, maybe, just maybe, even though it's on pay-per-view, we shouldn't let the 60-plus-year-old former manager do a bit on the fucking show where he's doing drugs with women. So instead of all of the guys who busted their ass for the NWA for the last 2 fucking years to get this deal, and the NWA having enough money to send them into being the #2 company with a traditional respect to professional wrestling, and they would have been broadcast again for free every single week to every home in the country. Now, if you don't have a smartphone, if you don't have a fucking smart TV or a Fire Stick, and mind you, their viewing audience is in the 40 to 50 demographic, people who remember the NWA, and that's where they were going to make up the fucking market. Now, you can watch through an app, and on Thursday nights, you can watch reruns of Arrow because Billy Corgan sucks.
Billy what?
Sucks! How the fuck? How stupid can you be?
Suck, Bull.
How dumb? How fucking... You have the opportunity of a fucking lifetime to be a... Not only to be, like... You're not a new company.
Too many pumpkins.
You're not a new company. You have name recognition in the oldest American professional wrestling company still alive today. With the traditional, original NWA World Championship. And you fucking walk on with the bases loaded at a fucking tied game. And not only do you strike out, then you piss on the umpire.
Don't piss on the umpire.
The fuck?
You don't piss on an umpire, man. That's fucked up.
That's a good way to get thrown out.
Stupid.
Yeah, it is.
And you got to think, there are so many guys who opportunities for, like, look at who is in the WWE right now that were made from the NWA just in the last couple of years. LA Knight is the #1 contender for the Universal Championship, just main evented a major pay-per-view in a foreign country. And his most success outside of Impact, of course, we can't discount that, but directly after that was in the NWA, and then 4 months later hops over. You not only fucked yourself, you fucked a generation of guys who were up and coming.
Yep.
You fucked maybe a generation of guys you could have used just out of release who still had name recognition. Legends that could go to the NWA and give it some clout on television for free around America and rebuild your brand from the bottom up. Make a ton of money off sponsors, make a bunch of money from the fucking network, make a bunch of money selling tickets, and you automatically oversee fucking AEW because Billy Corgan isn't tweeting every 10 fucking minutes that he has an announcement. No, what Billy Corgan's doing is greenlighting the idea that Sinister Minister can go do cocaine live on pay-per-view.
Well, strippers, no less.
Fucking stupid. How in the... It's like Impact didn't fumble the bag this badly, and Impact made AJ Styles, a man who's been married to his wife since he got out of high school, have such a bad program about having an affair with her that they pulled it last minute. The next episode featured 3 minutes of wrestling. And Dixie Carter right now is still a better fucking person behind the wrestling company than goddamn Billy Corgan. Son of a bitch! Where's the title?
You feel better?
No! He fucked up my NWA, goddammit! They just got rid of Titus. They just got rid of Tyrus. away from us. Fuck! How many asses do I have to kiss to get good wrestling on TV?
At least one more.
Because I've got chapstick. And I swear to God, the next billionaire who comes up and says, I'm going to produce good wrestling, I will personally make Luke suck your dick.
Easy. Easy. Don't just throw me up like that.
Fuck!
There's got to be a McDouble in it from me or something.
And then the fucking idiots, when the story comes out, they don't even fucking acknowledge it. NWA on all their social media just keeps on rolling by. We're not going to say, hey, maybe it wasn't a great idea for us to have a guy who's older than everyone doing cocaine on a pay-per-view with strippers. Didn't even think for a second to be like, hey, man, maybe we shouldn't have done that. Maybe that was a bad idea. Instead, I'm going to go on tour with my shitty band,
Easy.
and I'm going to put
Easy.
whatever. Fuck him right now. I'm going to go on tour with my shitty band. I'm going to post a picture of EC3 holding an NWA title with the caption, who's next, or who's coming next, or whatever. It's not going to be the CW.
Yeah, it's not going to be the CW.
Good luck. I can't wait to watch NWA on Pluto.
Pluto doesn't exist.
You actually can watch that on Tubi.
Fuck me. Fuck.
Feel okay?
No. I'm mad as shit.
All right.
No, fuck that. I'm not done yet. Impact rebrands itself as TNA.
Yes.
Actually starts garnering people's interest again. AEW sees a downtick in viewership and in revenue coming in. The NWA slides in with a grandfather fucking deal that could make them the number 2 or at least number 3 company on the planet. And instead of doing that, and James Mitchell
Take a breath.
doing cocaine, why didn't you just call Cornette and have him piss on a lesbian? Why didn't you do that?
What?
You fucking idiots!
Is that a thing? Is that a thing?
Fuck!
You can make it a thing.
I don't want any immigrants pissed off down here. Is that what you said?
No,
What did you say?
I said have Cornette piss on a lesbian.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And I'm sure that's going to make some of you mad, but fuck you, I'm mad, you got to be mad too!
Hit us with the next one, John.
No, I'm not done yet!
Switch
You
it.
can hit us with the next one when I say you can hit us with the next one.
Hit it.
No one's talking to you! Fuck him too! Goddamn. Oh, did Seth Rollins win? Who gives a shit? The NWA's on. Now you can watch it on the CW app, along with Lost Girl and 2 seasons of a show that Drew Barrymore couldn't get off the ground.
She couldn't get off the ground physically, or she just couldn't get the show
Just
off
a
the
show.
ground?
What? Go talk about Seth Rollins.
All right. Well, we're going to get into Crown Jewel. I would like to preface that by saying that we broke a record here on Pro Wrestling Throwdown last night that had been held for quite a while, where we all called a perfect card.
We did.
We all called the perfect card, starting with probably one of the best matches of the night: Drew McIntyre challenging Seth Rollins for the World
I'm
Heavyweight
going to put my
Championship.
glasses back together now. Good Lord. All right, here we go. What happened?
Drew McIntyre challenges Seth Rollins for the World
Oh, he
Heavyweight
did?
Championship. Yes.
How'd he do?
Well, and still, Seth Rollins.
Oh, good. Great. Grand. Wonderful. No yelling on the bus.
Like I said, we all were unanimous. So, hit us with the next one. That match was actually
So many
pretty
people
good,
just left while I was ranting. I'm so sorry. I just killed our whole bit.
Rhea Ripley.
Rhea Ripley. Hold
retains.
on. We should talk about this after
Yeah.
a little bit.
Okay. Well, flip us back here, John.
Seth and Drew put on a great match. A bunch of people mad, obviously, that Drew McIntyre didn't pick up the win. Not really sure how you could fairly expect him to.
Right.
This close to a major pay-per-view coming up. Won't do drugs, has heart attack, but WWE storylines. It's not the WWE, it's the NWA. God, you're a former NWA champion. How dare you get on here and talk shit to me? How dare you, sir?
Where do you think they got the coke? Yes. There you go.
So a lot of people mad that Drew McIntyre didn't pick up the win.
Yes.
But again, this close to Survivor Series, this close to Mania season, obviously, I think it's an obvious choice that Seth Rollins wasn't going to drop the title to McIntyre. as interesting a choice as it would have been, it wasn't going to be the one that people picked up on.
No.
However, they put on a hell of a match. I didn't like going back. Caleb won't do blow, has a heart attack over. It's the end. Again, are you even watching this show? Fuck you. I love you. I'll see you next week. But I didn't like that they did the double stomp twice. Just because clean kick out, they roll in, do some other moves, still wins with a kick out. I really wish it would have been Drew putting his foot on the rope, something to break the count. That way it would have made the curb stomp all the better when he hit it the second time. But again, great match.
A good finish, strong finish.
Yeah.
Damian Priest comes out, teases Money in the Bank cash in. Sami Zayn, of course, steals the briefcase before it can be done. Seth Rollins still your World Heavyweight Champion.
And Max, again, the point that he made forever ago stands. If Drew McIntyre misses the Claymore kick, nothing changes, but he always sells missing it, and he did it last night too, which made me which made me laugh.
Yep.
So good for him.
All right, hit us with the next one, John. Can you give me a rundown of the people that were in this match?
We had Nia Jax, Raquel Rodriguez,
Zoe
Stark,
Shayna Baszler.
Shayna Baszler, and Rhea Ripley in a 5-way for the women's title, which was awful. Awful.
I wouldn't say the whole thing was awful.
Rhea's entrance was awesome.
That's about it.
That's it. Shayna Baszler sandbagged her on every single move she tried to do. Zoe Stark was a half step up for half the match. However, her dive looked fucking great.
Her dive was fucking great.
Nia Jax was...
Did you get those pictures of her entrance?
No, I did not, but it's we're getting ready to describe it. I want people to actually go back and watch it.
Nia Jax, KB, go eat some maple syrup and calm down. Fuck you, you maple syrup sucking canard. No selling me.
I like maple syrup.
I haven't. I've said your name a lot. Fuck you. No. Sorry, Bull and I are talking shit to each other, y'all. Yeah, Raquel Rodriguez was clunky the way she always is. Nia Jax was barely in the match. It really should have just been Zoe Starks and fucking Rhea Ripley in a singles match. That's it. That's all that was necessary. The match wasn't good.
Well, as you noticed, Rhea Ripley hits the riptide on Zoe Stark on top of
middle rope,
on top of 3 other superstars,
and then that's how
gets the win. The reason she got the pin over Shayna Baszler is because Nia Jax and her money, and that keeps her from having anything successfully done with Nia Jax. That's
I don't know that her and Nia Jax are as money.
No. What I'm saying is that's the money match they're trying to get out.
I mean, yeah, that's the match they're going to build to,
yeah.
But I don't think that's the match that's going to make them.
Rhea Ripley, of course, retains the Women's World Heavyweight title because, duh.
Well, yeah, she's the leader of the Judgment Day.
All right, hit us with the next one, John.
All right, let's talk about it. Damn good fucking match on Logan Paul's behalf. Logan Paul, new United States champion, the nerd endorses.
Yes, yeah.
Against 20-plus year veteran Rey Mysterio.
Very fluid match. I thought everything was great. There was one hiccup. Hit us with the next one, John. There was one hiccup during the match that's all been being talked about.
So the common discussion today is, was Logan Paul just a natural in the ring, or was he too far back and stepped up and corrected his own mistake? I don't know that either discussion is as important as, hey, he still stopped Rey Mysterio from landing on his head. But it is interesting. Would Rey Mysterio have fallen short if Logan Paul were in a better position? Would he have fallen short if he got higher? Did he think he was in the right position, and did Logan Paul just have the natural ring awareness and wherewithal to catch it midair, convert it into a power slam to save the spot?
Or was that look at both of their faces in these photos. You can tell that they both know that they're off.
Yes.
Both of them did.
And whether or not the next step was for him to catch him and put him in the power slam, which effectively is what he did anyway, I think regardless, it takes a tremendous amount of skill to know you're off. No matter what. If you know you're behind and you don't know until you got to take those 2 steps, but you take those 2 steps, that's great ring awareness.
Yeah.
If you think you're in the right spot and you see Rey coming up short, that's great ring awareness. All of the arguments that Logan Paul didn't do exactly what he needed to do are wrong. Does it make him a professional wrestling savant? Maybe, but honestly, all it did was make him a good professional wrestler anyway. And he saved Rey Mysterio's life.
Yeah, which, I mean, here's the deal. The finish was great. The punch with the brass knuckles. The best part is after he's announced the United States champion, he goes over to Rey Mysterio in the corner and he's like, "I love you, man. Oh, I love you. Thank you, Rey."
Yeah.
And Rey looks square in his eyes and goes, "Do you know what you did?"
Yeah.
And he goes, "You mean beat you clean? Yeah, I love you, Rey." And then he just walked away. Hilarious. New United States champion, best thing that could have happened.
Okay, so here's the next question, though. The United States title's on SmackDown, right?
Yes.
Universal titles on SmackDown.
Yes.
We know Roman's going away.
Yeah.
Logan Paul's not exactly a full-time wrestler. So are we going to have a full-time champion in any capacity on SmackDown?
I believe that Logan Paul is
outside of Rhea Ripley.
I believe that Logan Paul has signed a deal to be on TV more now that he is the United States.
What a better hope, because other than that, their 2 belts are gone and their biggest draw is gone.
Yeah.
And SmackDown's already moving. I mean, already hurting. They're moving from Fox.
Yeah.
So we know they're going to be transitioning in programming. Seems to me like if they don't have Logan Paul penned on for TV, SmackDown's put themselves in a pretty shitty position.
Yeah.
Because they're going to hemorrhage ratings if they've got nothing to watch.
It'll be interesting to see to what takes place in the next couple weeks.
Yeah. I mean, we're going to know Friday whether or not Logan Paul's sticking around.
Yeah. Hit us with the next one, Big Bad Joe. This one was obvious to me. This is exactly how it should have went down. And to be honest with you, the beatdown of John Cena is something that's been needed for quite some time now. Would be for a heel of some sort like that to be able to do that to John Cena on paper.
All right. The Nerd says, my U.S. champion. Yanni says, Logan Paul versus LA Knight. And Derek says, it's good that both Ray and Logan know that they were botched before either one got seriously injured. Exactly.
Exactly.
My U.S. champion too, boy. And Logan Paul versus LA Knight, I'd watch it.
I would.
I'd watch the promos.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Promos
Logan Paul versus LA Knight.
Yeah.
No.
Solo Sikoa destroys John Cena with about 37 Samoan spikes.
Yep.
Like
Here's
almost overdone.
My biggest problem is, remember the promo that Cena cut on Solo on SmackDown before going in? Runs him down, tells him he only got a job. All I have to say is, if he got injured, he'd still wrestle. Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Would have finished the match.
Yeah.
But again, talking about just how long it takes you to really know where you need to be in a ring, that either comes with experience or it's just something natural. Both can be true.
Yes.
But he didn't have both.
No.
He doesn't have experience.
The thing to take away from it is, regardless of what happened, walked away safe.
And it was a damn good United States title match.
Yes, it was.
As far as Solo and John are concerned, the promo on Friday that John cuts on Solo when he says, you've only got this job because of Roman, and the only place that thumb's going's up your ass, talked all the shit, like,
Really
maybe
built it like he was going to win.
Right, but maybe, like, maybe he shouldn't have buried Solo so far if he's ever going to come back. Because, again, he's lost every major match he's come back for. He hasn't won a match in like 2,000 days, all that information, blah, blah, blah. And if that was his retirement match, great. I just don't feel like he didn't do him any service going into the match, and it took away from Solo's victory. Does that make any sense at all?
It does make sense.
Okay. Solo could have gone in looking a lot stronger, and I understand him. I understand why. But on TV, it just didn't play out the way that I think that it should have.
That they thought it was going to.
Yeah, exactly.
Hit us with the next one.
Logan versus LA. I hope that LA Knight kept that map. If you know, you know. Perfect.
Io Sky successfully defends the WWE Women's Championship against Bianca Belair. Once again, we were unanimous on all these. But that's not the biggest story of the match. Caleb, go ahead and hit the next one, Big Bad John. What is this?
That is the return of Kairi Sane. For those of you that might remember, Kairi Sane started in NXT with the WWE, was a tag team champion, NXT Women's Champion, and a tag team Women's Champion with Asuka as one of the Kabuki Warriors.
Yes.
Kairi Sane was released, or granted her release, went back to Japan, worked a little bit back in Shimmer and Stardom, and then made her imminent WWE return, which we talked about a few weeks ago on the show, maybe even a month ago.
Yeah.
But this is significant for a reason that we're actually going to discuss later on in the show as a talking point. During her time in Japan, initially, before ever having come to the WWE, Io Sky, Io Shirai, Kairi Sane, and Asuka, formerly Kana, were members of a tremendous faction who ended up getting broken up, and each of them leaving Shimmer and Stardom for their own reasons, and ultimately landing in the WWE.
Right.
This is significant because Kairi Sane left as Asuka's tag team partner before Io Shirai was a member of the main roster. So now we get a chance to see that relationship broadcast on American television, and the conversation point that's to follow, which is a predicted Japanese stable coming to the WWE. But we've got graphics lined out all throughout the show, so we'll get to that when we get there.
All right, hit us with the next one, Big Bad John.
Who won? Say his name.
That would be the son of Dirty Rhodes.
Who? Don't you
That would be
Cloudy Street.
Cody.
Did you know that Cody Rhodes? Did you know his dad was in the wrestling business?
Caleb?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is Cody Rhodes?
Well, he is now. I didn't know this because he's never mentioned it before, but he's the son of Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream.
He was the son of a carpenter, right?
The son of a plumber.
Yeah, well, he was the son of a plumber.
Yeah, so Cody Rhodes is the grandson of a plumber.
He's three generation turd wrinkle.
Yeah, he's been playing in shit since he could walk.
He's a shit boy. That's what you're saying.
But yeah, interesting fact that Cody Rhodes never mentioned that Dusty Rhodes was his father.
Not once.
Not
even to his closest relatives.
Yeah.
So it would have happened to me.
Brandy didn't even know till the wedding day.
Well, hey, you would have thought that they would have known, but I guess I didn't know.
Anyway, Cody Rhodes beat Damian Priest.
Yep, just as we thought it was. Big schmoz at the end with Jey Uso coming out to defend Cody.
And kick JD McDonough's head clean off with the
JD McDonough needs a raise after last night.
I mean,
pre-show match
fucking bit of it.
to that dude's phenomenal. I love it. Lord Farquaad for life.
Obviously doesn't do any tremendous favors to our current Money in the Bank briefcase holder, Damian Priest.
Well, it doesn't really matter now because Sammy's stolen the briefcase, so we're going to get to see the fallout of that tomorrow night. Hit us with the next one, John. That's right. I want to see the fingers in the air and acknowledge your tribal chief, who is still reigning and defending WWE Universal Champion for the latter part of the last 4 years.
Did Roman Reigns pay you to blow him like that?
Huh? No, that's what you do when your tribal chief asks you to do things.
Oh, sorry. My tribal chief's Cody Rhodes.
Explains the dirt on the top of your lip.
Unfortunately, as most of us may have wanted for LA Knight to pick up the win last night, he came up short. However,
who came up short?
LA Knight.
Nope.
Hold on. Derek says that crowd was not so into it when Kyrie showed up. That was interesting.
The only one that came
up hold on.
While we talk about that real quick, the crowd was so hot for EO last year, which is what got the last time they were in Riyadh, which is what got her this push to be champion.
No. That was in Puerto Rico that she got the push.
Was it Puerto Rico?
Yes.
Okay, I thought it was Riyadh.
The reason that the crowd was so down on the women's matches, that one specifically, is because the Saudi Arabian government and most of the people over there don't care about women's wrestling. They got the reaction they got to the moves that they did.
Yeah,
but if you notice, when they come unglued and cheered for moves, they cheered the moves and then went quiet.
Yeah, I get
went
it.
Like stone cold
Could
quiet.
very much be a cultural thing.
I think it's a cultural thing because, let's be fair, even though the 5-way match wasn't the greatest thing you'd ever seen, it wasn't the most terrible thing I've ever seen either.
No,
the women did a good job over there.
It's a new thing for them over there.
Yeah, they don't.
What
really
I'm saying is, I don't want the wrestling fans to take away that the crowd didn't react,
right?
Because they were up against a crowd that wasn't going to react anyway.
Bad John, do me a favor and hit that viewership button, would you? That we were talking about earlier.
It's not showing everybody.
Just showing people who's talking. Yes.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, which I got.
The purchase.
Yeah. Yeah, Roman Reigns, again, still your reigning and defending, undisputed, undefeated, Universal World, I-95, 24/7 World Champion.
So R-Truth comes back.
That's right. R-Truth should be the guy to beat Roman Reigns to the belt.
Oh, man, that'd be great. I'd buy it.
That was our last match, right?
That was the last one on Crown Jewel, yeah.
Did you talk about Rhea's entrance?
The Rhea Ripley entrance, like I said earlier, you really need to check it out. I don't want to give too much away because I want people to actually go and watch it. Watch her entrance at Crown Jewel. It was something to be seen.
It was beautiful.
I just hope everybody understands the significance of it.
It was a very interesting cultural nod to a women's wrestler, especially coming to Saudi Arabia.
Right.
Very cool.
Watch it, and I just try to understand this.
Even if you just want to skip past that match period, at least check out Rhea Ripley's entrance.
Yeah.
Can you explain Rhea's makeup, because a lot of people didn't know who
Rhea Ripley's makeup was a nod to the upcoming Crow reboot. It was the Crow makeup with the Crow bodysuit. It was really well done, and I'm very excited about it.
Your mother just sent me a text a half an hour ago and said, "You two need to quit eating and talking at the same time." We haven't eaten anything on this show. Maybe she was watching she was watching last week's. She was watching last week's show when he opened with the pretzels.
Oh, okay.
Your mom's actively trying to watch the show right now. And she's watching last week's episode.
No Roman ever. 2 J is
I love that
playlist.
lady.
Look at 2 bull.
No,
To
Roman.
wrap,
2 J's number one.
to wrap up our points.
Yes.
Nice. The points
Like I
bit.
said, we all called it right.
Yep.
However, we don't get the extra point. We that's void since we all got it.
Yep.
Brings us out. I'm just gonna.
Well, hold
give
on.
the
I would like to
total.
point out that me and Max's saves are still good.
Yes.
That they weren't
Didn't get
used.
burned.
Yes.
Yeah.
So points come out at 50, 49, and you and
Myself
John
and Big
are
Bad
still
John
40
Turner
or
tied
still
47.
So
Right
still
on.
anybody's game. It's Rumble season,
I
baby.
think number 2, Roman, and number 1 is Jey Uso. Yes, Shane, we understood that.
That's what he meant.
Yeah.
That's what he meant. Yes, that was a good crow. Yes, it really was for Rhea.
Yeah.
The look looked great for it. It'd be great to see the Stars Guard reboot at the beginning of next year. All in all, Crown Jewel, that's pretty good. We've never called a pay-per-view where everybody called every match. That was a first for us.
Yeah.
Again, same issue. It's just 3.5 hours of WWE wrestling.
Well, that early in the morning was
Make them
tough.
shorter. Make them shorter.
Well,
man.
that early in the morning was tough, too.
I can't do it anymore.
It really
I'm too
was.
old. I gotta go to bed at a reasonable time now.
Anyway, hit us with the next one. Let's see what our next story is here. All right, Caleb.
All right, so I did a huge deep dive today, based on a report that not only are Kairi Sane and Io Shirai getting another ally, they're getting a fourth ally that not even their closest allies will know is coming. Black Lotus Triad. So, the Black Lotus is a professional wrestler named Angela Fong. She also wrestled as Savannah in FCW in 2009. She was an FCW Queen of the Ring, Queen of FCW tournament winner in 2009. Granted her release around 2011. Then made her debut as Black Lotus in Lucha Underground, where she led a group called the Triad, which featured Io Shirai, Kairi Sane, and another competitor, which would be this woman here. Oh, no, sorry. So if you go back to that 4-person picture,
4-person.
Here you see.
Sorry. Bitten.
Here you see Angela Fong, Io, Kairi, and another superstar who is the current reigning IWGP Women's Champion, who is. That's Angela Fong. That's the lead. That's the superstar I'm talking about right now. The next one is. Nope. There we go.
There it is.
Current reigning and defending Mayu Iwatani, who's the IWGP Women's Champion and the leader of the Stars at Stardom. So right there, we have the 3, which we're just going to assume, or at least I'm going to assume rightfully, that the current triad they're going to work with are going to be Asuka, Io, and Kairi.
Okay.
The 4th person, based on previous alliances, the obvious answer, I believe, is Mayu Iwatani, with a close acknowledgement to Angela Fong. But I believe that the actual 4th member is going to be this woman. No, actually, sorry. Not this woman. This is Sarai, who is another international superstar that the WWE has reached out to today, who could be a potential 4th member if they pen that deal. This is the actual woman. Mercedes Moné.
Yes.
Leaves the WWE as Sasha Banks, becomes the first ever IWGP Women's Champion, becomes the first ever IWGP Strong Champion, and the line who their closest allies won't see coming is the connection from Io to Bayley.
Yeah.
Neither of them, Bayley especially, wouldn't see Mercedes Moné's return being imminent, especially her coming back to lead a Joshi faction.
Yeah.
So my vote, or at least my prediction at the moment, is that when this faction comes to fruition, which will happen sometime probably Rumble time, Asuka will end up aligning with Io and Kairi. And then we'll see the return around WrestleMania of Mercedes Moné. She'll take over the Joshi faction as, the Stardom 4, whatever the fuck they want to call it.
And we'll go to SummerSlam with Bayley and Sasha Banks.
And exactly.
Yep. Sounds good to me. I'd be all right with it.
So there you go, kids. Learn about Japanese women's wrestling. It's great.
All right. Hit us with the next one, John.
Before we get into this,
all right,
we should let the people know where they can find us.
Yeah,
where can they find us, Caleb?
They can find us over on Facebook at facebook.com/ProWrestlingThrowdown. They can follow us on Twitter at ProWrestlingTD. They can send us an email at ProWrestlingThrowdown@gmail.com. They can follow us on TikTok at ProWrestlingThrowdown1. They can also check out StreamLabs.com/ProWrestlingThrowdown or visit the official Pro Wrestling Throwdown website, ProWrestlingThrowdown.com, where you can access the
Merch store.
And over at the
Merch store.
Buy our merch. I guess.
Merch.
If you buy the merch, you get entered in the free merch contest, which is a limited edition Christmas shirt that's only going to run for one person up until now to the end of December 23rd. Also, remember, every single dollar you donate to the website also goes into that pool. So if you donate $1, we match $1 with your entries. Every dollar you donate goes right back into the company. Every dollar you spend goes right back into the company. We don't take a cent. We use this to buy equipment, buy programming, buy advertisements on Facebook, you name it. That's what the money goes for. And we appreciate every single dime you spend here at Pro Wrestling Throwdown.
Also, our merch is pretty killer merch, to be honest with you.
That's cool stuff, man.
Really good quality, everything that's on there. Haven't had a complaint yet.
No. Even the shoes are high quality, which is crazy.
Yeah, it's insane.
Check us out, ProWrestlingThrowdown.com.
Pro Wrestling
.com. Next.
All right.
That's for the end of that. So we discussed last week the MLW requested release from Alexander Hammerstone and the requested release from the Samoan SWAT team. The tag team is made up of one of the Anoa'i brothers, and I would like to find this other gentleman's name because I don't remember it offhand, and I didn't write it down.
There we go.
Well, Jacob Fatu was the leader.
Leader, yes.
Juicy Finau is the other one. But the Samoan team in the last week were actually granted their release. So now the other Anoa'i brother is free and clear if he should work out a deal, possibly, to go to the WWE and join the Bloodline, perhaps. Or stay on the independent scene with his tag team partner, maybe go to AEW, we don't know. The interesting part here is that Alexander Hammerstone is still not been offered his release.
No, actually he's been denied twice now.
I can't imagine why they're keeping him. The MLW deal is weird. I don't know if we've ever talked about it on the show, but those guys only get like sticker for the logo, makes an excellent card decal. I've had mine for around 5 months and it hasn't faded or begun peeling. Good advertising. Thank you so much, Rachel, for that the feedback for the quality of the merch.
Yeah, thank you.
Where was I?
Hammerstone.
Yeah.
Why they're keeping him.
So they get a weird deal. They're on retainer with MLW, but it's no money. It's less than $10,000.
Right.
But that's what keeps them coming back, and that's the contract they sign. They get paid per date. So Hammerstone effectively can take indie dates with their permission or without their permission, and either way is stuck there.
Yeah.
Not able to go to AEW and make more money. Certainly he'd be a fucking phenom in NXT if they.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But no, he's stuck in MLW, which is the lowest rung, and not doing shit. Stupid.
It is.
Let him go. It's like when Impact. Remember when they wouldn't let Karrion Kross go?
Or WWE when they let Ray go.
Oh yeah, when Ray wanted his release too.
Yep.
Stupid.
Of course, you see how well that worked out for Rey Mysterio. He got let go, come back, and became a Hall of Famer.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, that kind of worked in his favor. But all right, here's the next one, John.
Oh, so in a sentence that I never thought in my adult life or otherwise life I ever would have said, in the upcoming days of AEW, we're going to see the craziest four-man pairing I think I've ever even heard of in wrestling. Chris Jericho and the Big Show, formerly Jericho. And the
numerous time tag team champion.
And the Golden Lovers of Kota Ibushi and Kenny Omega are teaming up in an 8-man tag against Aussie Open.
Okay.
Chris Jericho and the Big Show.
Yes.
Kota Ibushi and Kenny Omega. In what universe, in your craziest dream match building mind, would you've ever said the words, you know who I think would make a great fucking 8-man tag, 4-man tag team? You know who I think would be perfect? All right, go with me on this. Chris Jericho. Right?
Yeah.
Multiple-time
world
champion.
I like
a world champion everywhere.
Yeah.
The Big Show. The world's greatest athlete.
All right. Former tag team champions. I get it.
Kenny Omega.
All right.
The world's greatest wrestling artiste. The Cleaner. And his tag team partner. Not Hangman Page.
No.
Of the Elite.
No.
Certainly not Cody Rhodes.
No. He can't.
Not one of the Young Bucks.
Who used to come out on Big Show's shoulders back in WCW?
X-Pac.
X-Pac.
X-Pac?
Yep.
Okay.
Not even X-Pac. You know who it is?
Who is it?
Kota Ibushi. From a tag team called the Golden Lovers that weren't even a tag team at the height of NJPW exposure in the United States.
Your son's posing a question.
Think Ric Flair would fight Sting for their last match? Absolutely not.
I hope not.
And no one should ever suggest that to Tony Khan because he's dumb enough to do it.
Yeah. Well, that's why Arn left.
Well, you just spoke it into existence. So.
Yeah, you've done.
If Ric Flair and Sting wrestle, I'll stop watching AEW for the rest of my life.
Well, first off, that's going to entice me to watch AEW to see just where that train wreck's going to go.
No, thank you. No.
Oh no, I want to see that. I had to sit through Hogan and Flair and TNA. I want to sit through that one.
I had to sit through Flair and Jarrett 2 years ago.
Anyway, yeah, almost killed him. So explain to me why this makes sense.
Jericho and Omega were a tag team for the last month, I think, on AEW TV. And now they're in a feud with Aussie Open, going back to the Kenny Omega Will Ospreay feud, and Jericho got got a promo about how many friends he's got in the wrestling business. Very similar to remember when the Shield beat up Triple H. And Triple H was in the turnbuckle talking about, I got friends. And then he goes and sees Shawn Michaels at the diner the next week. I'm sure that's the feel of the promo they wanted to go for. And then this week, when Jericho came out, he's like, I got a friend. It's Paul White. And then Paul White just sort of walks on stage. He's like, hello.
I'll be your partner.
I'll play.
I'm coming for you, but I'm coming first.
Coming for your wife.
I'm coming for Becky.
Yeah, no, man. So, yeah, it's an 8-man tag match. Aussie Open against the Golden Lovers and Jericho.
Okay.
When
is that on?
One of their upcoming pay-per-views, or maybe even one of their upcoming Dynamites. I don't remember.
Remind me when that comes up so I can miss it.
Oh, no, we're watching it. We're watching it so we can talk about it. Excuse me.
That's on you. Well, I guess we only have one real top story before we get to the birthdays and bullshit portions. What's in it? Hit it, Johnny.
Will Ospreay tweet.
Yes.
Will Ospreay tweets the eyeball emojis at a picture of Seth Rollins holding the belt with the WWE article, and still WWE World Champion. Now, I don't know if I've got the other picture here, but Seth Rollins responds and says...
No, we only had that one.
Oh, well, says the water's still warm. And the WWE today put out a press release that they are interested in bringing in Mr. Will Ospreay.
Just moments before we went into finishing the production.
Yeah, literally 59 minutes before the show started.
Yeah.
The interesting, if you guys remember, and maybe you don't, because if you don't follow wrestling Twitter enough, you should, number one, because it's a hoot. But Ospreay had tweeted something, and Seth Rollins responded with, no thank you, we've already got Ricochet.
Yeah.
And it caused Will Ospreay and Seth Rollins to have this whole crazy Twitter beef in like 2017. And they're taking jabs at each other for months until they finally squashed it. And now, Will Ospreay and Seth Rollins, not only friends publicly, friends privately.
Yeah.
The WWE's got interest. They're communicating. You can see Will Ospreay and Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. Why not? Why not? If he doesn't sign with AEW, but here's the thing. For a guy like Ospreay, signing with AEW is the obvious choice.
Yes.
That's where people want him. That's where people expect him to go. Sign with the WWE. Get some actual dream matches. Have the matches you had with Ricochet featured in front of hundreds of millions of people.
It'll be good. It'll be interesting to watch.
Place to go. Just saying, Bill. I'll stop calling you Bill Osby. Promise. No, I won't.
No, he won't. He's lying.
Yeah.
He won't.
Can't back that up.
All right. Well, with that.
My throat hurts from yelling.
Stop it.
Earlier, it fucking hurts.
I bet it does.
Take a drink.
Oh.
Yeah, take another drink. It'll help that alcohol cure. All right. Let's, I guess it's that time.
Is it that time?
I believe it's that time.
It's time for everyone's favorite segment. Can't believe Kyle Fletcher is now in the Don Callis family. What the fuck? Oh, yeah. The Don Callis family is driving me fucking crazy, too. That booking is so wide open and so inconsistent. Might as well have just had James Mitchell on your TV.
Snorting coke.
Snorting coke with strippers.
On national pay-per-view. Cost you the CW deal all over again.
I'm not going to yell right now. I'm in pain.
I'm happy that you're not yelling. All right. So is that time for birthdays?
And bullshit.
Max!
Take it away!
All right.
Who's this?
You know who that is.
Oh, it's The Rock's cousin.
Who we got first there, Maximus?
Oh,
on our big countdown? Okay. Yeah.
Well, we start out, as always, with Roman Reigns.
Okay.
Our tribal chief.
Mm-hmm.
That is still your champion.
1,163 days as world champion. Universal champion.
Correct.
Raw and SmackDown.
Just under 300 days to take third overall.
Just under 300 days to rub my butt. Fuck him.
Hogan holds third place at 1,474 days.
So a little less than 3.
I don't see Roman making it past Mania. I don't see it.
I don't know. We're going to find out.
And we are adding a few champions into our
Yeah,
run
okay.
that we've come to my attention. So
it's Seth Franklin Rollins.
Seth Franklin Rollins.
The Golden Jarrett show. What would they think of next? I don't know. Couldn't possibly be Sting versus Ric Flair in a who gives a shit match. We're gonna find out.
Caleb, you fair to take a wager?
Sure. I forget. I should really just start watching last week's episode.
You really should.
I should. 182 days.
171 days.
163 days.
Oh, wow. You were way off.
I was closer.
Somebody's closer.
This is the next one.
The only one that matters, goddammit. My fucking tribal chief and the ring general himself, Gunther.
The greatest intercontinental champion of all time.
Of all
time.
All time.
He's better than Shawn Michaels and Kurt Hennig, Luke.
Continues his
He's better.
reign.
Kurt Angle.
He's better than Kurt Angle. He's better than Eddie Guerrero. He's better than all of them.
Why does your breath smell like my father in childhood?
He continues
Because
his
I chain
reign
smoke and hit you sometimes.
at 513 days.
513 days. Not going to end anytime soon.
Nope. Strap in.
Strap in. Who we got next?
Adding.
Oh, I shouldn't have yelled.
Hey, there he is.
We're adding in Samoa Joe.
Who is now the longest reigning.
Switch to the next one, Johnny.
Ring of Honor World TV Champion in the history of the company. Is on a 567-day record that was set by Jay Lethal in 2015-2016. On April 13th, 2022, Joe won the title from Minoru Suzuki.
How many days has Gunther been Intercontinental Champion?
513.
Samoa Joe has been Ring of Honor TV Champion longer than Gunther has been.
Well, I think he won it
Intercontinental
before
Champion.
Gunther won the title.
Yeah.
How could that possibly work out? Idiot. Man, that's crazy. It doesn't seem like Joe's reign's been that long, but I guess it has since the acquisition, at least, of Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
And that's been over a year now.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's been over almost.
Damn.
Yeah, it's insane. All right, hit us with the next one. That is Matthew Jacob
Maxwell.
I have no idea how many days. So
Jacob Friedman.
Friedman.
He just ended last Saturday, ended Kenny Omega's 270-plus day streak as world champion. Surpassed it. So Maxwell Jacob Friedman is somewhere in the neighborhood of almost 300 days, almost a year as a world champion.
Right. That Ric Flair and Sting match will be sponsored by Life Alert.
Life Alert saved my life.
AARP.
Falling and I can't get up.
What's that glass company that Ric Flair?
Safe Light.
Yeah, that's what that should be.
Safe Light Repair.
Safe Light Repair.
Woo! All right, let's go on here.
Man, my glasses are quick.
Comes the birthday portion. I hope to do better than I did last week.
Not a whole lot of birthdays, but we got
a
bunch of bullshit. So
kicking your ass.
All right, what we got first? Right. That is Alexander Wolf.
Yes, it is.
The missing member of Imperium.
Correct. He had a decent run. True. Yeah, Imperium.
He was also part of Sanity with Eric Young.
Mm-hmm.
Alexander Wolf, I'm going to say, is 42 years old.
35 years old.
How about 37 years old?
Oh, nice.
I hate you sometimes. Sorry.
Next.
Luke's point?
That was my point.
That's Caleb's point.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Who's this?
Talk to myself. Shut up.
That is the former greatest NWA World Champion of the modern generation and current General Manager of SmackDown, one Nick Aldis. Also former Impact World Champion, former Impact World Tag Team Champion. X Division Champion, I believe, as well. Along a number of other European titles he's held. He's also married to Mickie James. Good for him. Proud of you. That being said, Nick Aldis is 46 years old. No. 39 years old.
40.
How about 37 years old?
Damn it. I knew he was younger than I thought. Also, younger
than you. No point.
Fuck.
On the 7th.
Oh, wait,
that's a Pro Wrestling
Throwdown mug. Pro Wrestling Throwdown mug.
You can buy that at streamlabs.com/Pro Wrestling Throwdown or our official website, ProWrestlingThrowdown.com, where you can access the
merch store. Merch store.
You can
buy your merch.
Thank you, Max, for that marvelous introduction.
All right, next.
I think there might be a few of these, so you don't have to talk about the full thing.
Oh, in memory of King Kong Bundy.
Yes, on the
Bundy,
7th.
you fat piece of shit. It's a real thing got said to him. Not my fault.
King Kong Bundy, of course, was one of the giant monsters that were put together to face Hulk Hogan in the heyday of WWE.
Yeah.
King Kong Bundy, also one of the first to branch out, as he was on episodes of Married with Children and several other different primetime TV spots.
Part of the $1 Million Corporation.
Yeah.
Was he not also featured very briefly in the...
He was defeated by The Undertaker in the street.
Yeah. Wasn't he also in Kevin Sullivan's faction in WCW for a brief time?
Nope.
No? Okay.
No.
Thought he was.
Anyway, rest in peace.
Yeah, rip.
Who we got next? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, Max. Oh, boy.
Sharing his birthday on the 7th.
Oh, boy. Oh, my God. This is going to get good. Derek, you still here? Let's go get real good. Oh, my God. It's Joey Ryan. Oh, my God. It's Joey Ryan. That child-touching piece of shit. I cannot believe.
Normally, I give these guys a heads up on the rundown of birthdays.
Why in the fuck? Why in the fuck? Why in the fuck is that dick grabbing, pole smoking, no talent having, hack of an actor, hack of an action star, an actual predator on this fucking show? It doesn't matter how old he is. Fuck Joey Ryan.
Next.
That was Bam Bam Bigelow. Or not as bad as Bam Bam Bigelow since Bull Bronson changed.
Hey, that is a cool-ass phone case. Where can you find that?
ProWrestlingThrowdown.com. Buy our shit.
And our merch store.
Merch.
Buy it. You've got to be shitting me. You've got to be fucking kidding
That
me.
is Mr.
No. Go back. Go back.
That is Mr.
Why?
Ted DiBiase Jr.
Why is the son of Ted DiBiase, I steal millions from the church and the government junior on my goddamn show? Said no talent as effective as Kevin Hart. Ted DiBiase Jr., who gives a shit? However, not nearly as bad as Joey Ryan, so for fun, I'm going to say 44.
45.
How about 41? No point.
Fuck him!
Also on the 8th.
Is that a dog food ball?
Dog
Oh,
food
look
ball,
at that.
yes.
You should buy one.
And where?
Merch store.
Well, not just for dogs. You can use that for anything.
Oh my God, what did I just come in the middle of? Hello, Dark Zone. Welcome to the Shizzo.
Yeah, welcome to the show.
See, also on the 8th, we have
Keith Lee.
That's Keith Lee.
Smooth Operator.
Former NXT World Champion. Former NXT North American Champion.
That's it.
And he's been to AEW a bunch.
Yeah.
No, former AEW World Tag Team Champion was Swerve.
Yes, yes.
And currently the #1 contender for Samoa Joe's Ring of Honor Television Championship, a match that takes place this Wednesday on Dynamite. And you should watch that.
All right.
That being said, we got to guess his age. Don't skip us.
38.
Oh, 39, much older.
How about 39 on the 8th?
Not even much older. I'll take 1 year.
Hey, yeah, 39 is much older than 38. That's what they say on the streets.
Last one on the 8th.
That is the greatest professional wrestler in business today. That is the Rainmaker.
Kazuchika Okada, the longest reigning IWGP World Champion currently in history, multiple time IWGP World Champion, multiple time IWGP Tag Team Champion, former IWGP United States Champion. I think I might be wrong. I'm sure there's a nerd out there that can fix me. The actor for Johnny Cage is going to be Carl Urban.
Yes,
you didn't know that already. Former main evented the Tokyo Dome multiple times at 60,000 capacity. Main evented 2 nights of Wrestle Kingdom 15. Currently one of the highest paid international superstars on the planet at an age in the 30s is making just as much money as The Undertaker was at some point in time. That's fact. He is the #1 pro wrestler on the planet. That being said, he's 34.
I'm going to say he's 32.
About 36 on the 8th. 3 for Caleb.
I hope Vince Russo's on this list. All right, it's Chris Jericho and his auntie, Chrissy Jericho.
Chris Jericho and the nanny of the Jericho family.
That's Fat Jericho and Fat Jericho.
I was talking to Luke about how today a lot of seems like pro wrestlers get their bodies more in shape as they get older. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you look at even Vince.
Yeah.
Doesn't really hold true for Chris Jericho.
Well, so number one, Jericho intentionally put on weight when he went back to Japan because he wanted to create the persona similar like a Brody or a Stan Hansen. That's his excuse anyway. I think he just got on steroids and got fat.
Yeah, if you.
But in very little time after the infamous episode that aired right before the NBA championships, and a bunch of professional basketball players got on and started ripping Jericho about how he looked, and then about 8 weeks later he came back from TV and he was all shredded up. So Jericho, while not always in the greatest shape, let's be fair here, world champion.
Well, I did this because I was watching AEW before I even realized it was his birthday. I was watching AEW, and he came out, and I thought to myself, man, he put a cigarette in his mouth, and I'm pretty sure he was my bus driver back in the day. Caleb, you had her.
I did. You're totally right. They do look ugly. She hated me. How
old is he?
Well, hold on. Let's tell people about him a little bit.
Well, I mean, we talked about him already in one segment.
Doesn't matter. How dare you?
I will say what the fuck
He's
I
the
want
Ocho.
about Chris Jericho. The Ocho.
Chris Jericho's wife was in Washington on January 6th.
I'm so glad we know that.
Chris Jericho, former multiple-time world champion everywhere, tag champion everywhere. One of the greatest. Number one recording artist for Fozzy. They did have a song go number one. You can't deny it.
I like Fozzy.
He's been in movies. He's been on TV. He owns a couple of different companies and businesses as a podcast. He's number one. He's one of the top fucking stars in the business.
Right on.
54.
55.
How about 53 on the 9th?
Well, you got the point. Oh, no, you didn't, did you? Yeah, that's right. Sucks.
Also,
who we got next? That is Mr. Pete Butch Dunne.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
What can be said about this guy? He's fucking phenomenal. He always has been.
NXT World, NXT UK, NXT North American champion.
Part of the Brawling Brutes right now. Yeah. Doing his best work in the shape of his fucking life.
Yeah, incredible talent.
I'm going to say 34.
25.
How about 30 on the 9th?
I'll take it.
Two more wrestling birthdays.
Fucking career ahead of him for everything that he's done so far.
Mm-hmm.
Who we got next?
On the 10th.
Hey, that's Randy's daddy.
That is. That is the proudest. That is the proudest man on the planet.
That's the guy that goes to indie shows and promises autographs at halftime, then skips the fuck out because they ain't paying him enough money, Mr. Bob fucking Orton Jr.
But he's still he is the proudest father on the planet.
He's the guy that my dad punched in the face in 1989. That's a 100% true story, backed up with a newspaper article and a police record.
Or he's the father of the greatest professional wrestler and the most dangerous.
Well,
pretty sure that goes
of all sports entertainment.
Well, he got punched in the face by the father of the professional wrestling's world's greatest podcast person. So fuck him.
With that being said, 79 years old.
70 years old.
How about 73 on the 10th?
Nope. Still
5 for Caleb with one wrestling birthday left to go.
And how many for you,
on the 9th, on the 11th.
Wait, how many points does Luke have?
Yes. That number that's less than 1.
What's that? I got one right earlier, I thought.
Not yet, you haven't.
No. I haven't?
No.
All right. All right, who's this?
This is Leo Rush.
I'm surprised he showed up for the picture.
Yeah, it's Leo Ruffin.
No, it's a completely different guy. That guy shows up to work. This guy doesn't.
Now, Leo Rush, former WWE Cruiserweight champion. No, NXT Cruiserweight
has
champion. Has
retired 37 times in the last 2 years.
That's true.
Because, he gets hurt and then wants to cry.
Former X Division champion.
He's the only man out there that's still taller than Jonathan Gresham. Let's see.
Owes Mark Henry an apology.
Hey, guys, those are 2 of them. And a biscuit, but he'll never get the biscuit. I'm going
because he didn't risk it.
Yeah, 32 years old.
You said 32?
Mm-hmm.
25.
How about 29 on the 11?
Ooh! 29 years old. Fuck you.
So going into
What
celebrity
you're
birthdays,
saying is there was a mistake that was made 29 years ago.
going into celebrity birthdays, it is 6 to, well, that number that's less than.
Well, as you cruise over into
No. Tell me a 0, Max. I want to hear it. Come on.
A 0, Max?
I'll take it.
You can cruise on over to streamlabs.com/ProWrestlingThrowdown at ProWrestlingThrowdown.com and get these new red sneakers.
You can.
You can look like the Usos with your very own red Uso
That was
shoes.
actually
Not
the
a sponsor.
whole reason that I made them red. Was specifically because
If you want them blue, let us know.
No.
and because red's one of our colors.
Yeah.
So.
All right, that is Mr. Robert Patrick.
Terminator.
Yes, today.
Today,
2
Mr.
birthdays
Robert
today.
Patrick. Also, the bad guy in the Marine.
And who's in Terminator 2?
Terminator 2. He's also in Peacemaker. He's Peacemaker's father.
And Terminator 2.
And Terminator 2. And he was also in Terminator 2.
Yeah. He was in a season of True Blood.
Yeah. You know why he got that role?
Because of
he was in
Terminator 2.
Yeah.
That's right. The only movie that matters.
Terminator 2.
Terminator 2. The only one. Should have won the Oscar.
It's the only Judgment Day that matters.
I
Rhea agree. All right. Robert Patrick, I'm going to say is. God, I know he's old, but he's not. He's not really super old. He just looks old. Also, he played Johnny Cash's dad.
Yes, he did.
That was after he did Terminator 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
68. The faculty.
Oh, the faculty.
The faculty.
Yeah.
I can't believe we left the faculty off.
What did you say, Luke?
He said 68. I'm saying 60.
How about 65 today? Look, you don't have a whole. It's 7-0. You don't have a whole lot of time.
Okay, well, I've still got time, motherfucker.
I think you might be able to
fuck
time.
y'all count me out and shit.
You-
Go
you-
up the next bit there.
You might be able to time.
Who is this?
This is Tilda Swinton.
Oh, yeah, she played Gabriel in Constantine.
Yep. She was also the Master in Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
She's done other films. She was the witch in The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
How old is she? Respectfully.
I thought she's part of the
57?
MCU.
No, I said that.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, she's a Master in Doctor Strange.
57.
59, 58. She's older than that.
How about 63 today?
I hate this game more and more every week. I'm going to let somebody else take my spot next week.
I'll try it.
Yeah, we'll throw up Jelly Bean against you. See how well you do there.
Tomorrow, I actually just rewatched this
Haven't seen it.
because it's really good.
But Emma Stone's in it, so
And
I must watch.
it's one of those we keep getting pissed off because they're remaking our Disney movies. This is a story that hasn't been told before.
That's true.
And I thought it was really
She
good.
can tell me
I
her
love
story
her.
all
Plus, it's
day,
Emma
every
Stone.
day, and twice on
Emma
Sunday.
Stone is.
She's an easy A.
She's just fantastic.
And
Everything
if you
she's
don't know
ever
what I'm
done
talking
has
about,
just been good.
this is from Cruella.
No, Max, we couldn't tell.
Well,
thought it was
I
Edward-
know you knew.
I
but
thought it was
there's
Edward
people
Scissorhands, the
watching our
revival.
show.
No, it's Edward Scissorhands' Revenge.
No, that's part of it.
Emma Stone was in Spider-Man.
Easy A.
My favorite Steve Carell movie. Can't remember the name of it now.
Easy A.
Easy A was great.
Steve Carell, Emma Stone,
Crazy Love.
Crazy Stupid Love.
Yep.
One of my absolute favorite Steve Carell movies. She played a really strange character in. Let's see, it was the girl from Scary Movie. The Bunny.
The House Bunny.
House Bunny. Yeah, she was in that as the nerd.
Yeah.
One of her first major
Yeah.
roles.
Yep.
Super bad, obviously put her on the map. She's best friends with Jennifer Lawrence, weirdly enough. They just blow off the Oscars together randomly a couple times.
Order pizza. Eat popcorn.
Emma Stone.
That's a hard one. Because she could be older than you think.
Emma Stone is 36 years old.
Emma Stone, 37 years old.
Emma Stone will be 30. What'd you say?
I said 36. You said
35 years old. No point.
No point, which means you still don't get a point. Fuck you.
Just want 1 point. Who we got next? Ooh, that's
hey, another
Sally
Spider-Man one. Sally Field, formerly Aunt May.
Yeah, she is.
Also, got Steel Magnolias.
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Also say Mrs. Doubtfire.
The Flying Nun.
Yeah, originally the Flying Nun.
Yeah.
Get that.
Yeah.
Method actress, multiple time Oscar nominee. Actually, I believe she may have won an Oscar.
Yeah.
I believe so.
For the Working Woman movie.
For everything she's ever fucking done.
Yeah.
Sally Field, second greatest American actress who's ever lived.
Yep.
Second only to
Tom Hanks.
Tommy Hanks.
He can play a woman and be just as good.
Bette Midler?
No. Close, but no.
What did you say?
Second greatest American actress.
Kathy Bates?
Catherine
what I
Hepburn.
was
Also up there.
trying to think of her name.
Oh, I have no idea then. Does remind me too.
Smokey and the Bandit?
Maggie Smith?
She's not American, baby.
Oh, fuck. I don't know.
Julie Andrews?
Meryl Streep.
Oh.
Fuck Meryl Streep.
Meryl Streep is the greatest
Fuck
American
Meryl
actress.
No. No. That's debatable.
That's debatable.
You're going to say Meryl Streep.
Because Angelica
Glenn Close
Houston's
is
got to
just
be
as
up
good
there.
as Meryl Streep.
No.
Who?
Glenn Close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, I had thought about Glenn Close.
You see
Damn.
what you do with your open mouth for
she's
reference?
That's a
good.
good point.
How old's Sally
Good.
Field?
Fuck, I don't know. 81.
82.
God damn. 77. No point.
I still win. Fuck
Come
him.
Next.
7.
Oh, wait a
Oh,
minute.
look at that.
That's a
sleep
fanny.
mask?
That's a fanny
That's
pack.
a fanny pack.
That is
By
a fantastic.
Champion.
We should get a sleep mask.
You should order one of those at Pro Wrestling Throwdown.
You should.
Where was that? ProWrestlingThrowdown.com. I said.
At our merch store.
Merch.
That is Adam Devine, known for Workaholics, as well as
It's perfect.
Pitch Perfect movies.
Where you got to start?
He also has a hell of a stand-up
So I say he's a great
special
stand-up
on
comedian. He's a writer.
yeah. The what was it? Game Over was the Workaholics movie that he was in. Deceptively older than you think.
38.
39.
How about 40?
Yes!
Oh, you finally got
Look
one.
at
Woo!
one.
We're wearing the same color.
40
All right.
on the 7.
Next.
On the 9th.
That is Mr. Lou Ferrigno.
Lou Ferrigno, the original Incredible Hulk, who's also deaf, has also done a cameo in all of the Hulk movies.
Yes.
Singles Hulk
Yeah.
movies, it is. Ferrigno now, God.
I'm going to say he's just in about that same shape still. 73.
74.
How about I'm just going to give you both a point because I forgot to write his age down.
We'll take it.
I'll take that point. I'll totally take that point. I'll take his point too.
You can have it.
All right. Next.
Well, hold on. Now I got to know how old Ferrigno is.
I forgot to write it down.
Max,
apparently.
tell them what they're saying.
This is a newer item as well. This is our gym bag.
71. We were both wrong anyway.
It has stuff all the way around it.
No. The one with the, oh my gosh.
It's got several different pockets. It's got stuff pockets on the inside.
Yep.
For all your Pro Wrestling Throwdown water bottle that you get, and your all your gym
flip-flops.
pants and workout equipment that you get from Pro Wrestling Throwdown.
Which are
Are
all
you
three
trying to sell that to Wolfie?
Your shoes,
champion?
you know, yeah,
all
of it.
champion, all good materials.
And when
Yes.
I get the Pro Wrestling Throwdown adult store launch next year, you guys are going to get all kinds of cool merch.
You're going to be able to keep it in the bag.
That's right.
All right, hit us with the next one. Oh, that's that. Oh, that's that mug he was talking
That's
about.
that's the water
Hit us
bottle. I
with
was
the
talking
next
about.
one. You
Right there.
promotional for you. All right, that is the dude from 98 Degrees.
Hold on. Nick Lachey?
Yes,
Yes.
All right.
that is not Justin Timberlake. That's
That
exactly
is
who that
Jessica
is.
Simpson's ex-husband and
Yeah.
former member of 98 Degrees, Nick Lachey. Done a handful of movies, done some TV work.
Mostly known for 98 Degrees and being
You know,
Jessica Simpson's ex-wife.
Right.
Yep.
Didn't they have a
He's
show?
at Liquid Dreams.
Didn't they have a
or whatever,
show?
I don't know.
No,
if
that
that
was-
that's that.
Didn't
That
Jessica
That was
Simpson,
O-Town, wasn't
I
it?
think he had a show of some kind.
Jessica Simpson and Nick Lachey had a
Yeah,
TV
they had
show.
some kind
Yeah,
of
Newlyweds.
Newlyweds.
She also did the Buffalo Wings commercial for Pizza Hut. She didn't know Buffalo's had wings. So
Right.
She also didn't know
About the tuna.
chicken of the
Chicken
sea
of the
was
sea,
tuna,
tuna,
not
right.
chicken. She's a fucking moron.
Anyway,
Anyway,
Nicholas Shea is by now.
well, right now he's at home, I'm sure.
Would he be in his 50s yet?
I don't know, dude.
I
40.
can't
I
tell
think
you,
so.
Caleb.
Let me
Stop
Google it.
asking me.
You can't Google it yet.
No one said that.
You can't.
Yes, I
stop.
did.
Stop it. Stop it.
That's right.
You son of a.
I'm gonna say
I'll take
47.
points away.
No, you're not.
He can only take them away from you.
You
I
said
don't know.
47?
47.
40.
How about, what'd you say, Luke?
You said
47.
How about 50?
Yes.
50 years old.
That's
Wow.
another
50
point.
on the 9th? Yes.
50.
He's a lot older than I was
That's
expecting.
three.
Me too. How old
Three
is Jessica?
I-
Wait a minute.
because I gave you
Hold
four.
on.
Old now.
Wait. How old is Jessica Simpson?
Google it.
No.
Is she on the list?
No.
All right, I have to look this up.
All right, who we got next, though? Tracy Morgan.
On the 10th.
Funniest
We have
Man.
two on the 10th.
Got hit
in
by
the
one.
world that got hit by a Walmart truck, then come back and killed it in
Yeah,
comedy.
Jessica Simpson's only 43.
I was
So what you're saying is there's a chance.
For me.
She's older than I am.
just kidding.
She's older than I am.
You totally have the chance. with
That's
Jessica
right, I
Simpson.
do. Tell me more about me.
Well, you're a handsome guy.
That's right. You can tell me.
You're also a handsome gal.
That's what I hear. What?
What?
You
Tracy
should see
Morgan.
him working
Morgan
on his
Freeman.
bra.
SNL alum, probably one of the best members of SNL ever. Tracy Morgan's got to be in his 50s. 52.
53, older than that.
How about 55 on the 10th?
That's a good one. I knew he was
Caleb
up there.
knows his boy band members. And like, I do know my boy. I know that. Oh, I know that he's in. I couldn't tell you anyone else who's in it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine. I couldn't tell you anybody else who's in 98 Degrees, but I know Nick Lachey was.
I know there's 3 of the guys in his, but I don't know the names.
Is it
Drew
3 or is
Lachey,
it
his
2?
brother.
Drew Lachey.
How many Max? How many members are there in 98 Degrees?
4. I had their album.
Depends on what angle they're standing at.
Depends on if you
funny.
count shirts or skins.
Fair enough.
Also on the 10th is another comedian.
All right, what we got? That's my fucking Sinbad.
Sinbad.
Man. God, Sinbad looking bad as fuck.
Yeah, he was.
Wow.
He was in Kazam. And
No, he
Steel,
wasn't. No, he wasn't.
And he played
He
for the
was
Lakers.
not in Kazam. That is a
Kazam.
Mandela effect.
Yeah, no, he played for the Lakers.
No,
Kobe.
No,
Oh wait, no,
that's
that's
Shaq.
that's Michael
Shaq.
Jordan, right? No,
Yeah.
he was the McDonald's guy. Played golf.
He was Jingle All the Way,
And,
motherfucker.
oh,
Show
yeah,
some
that's
respect.
One of my favorite roles was in House Guest.
House guest.
First kid.
First Kid is one
That,
of my
I
First
was
absolute
Kid
trying
favorites.
to
as well.
think of the one.
Yeah.
I love that.
It took your woman.
Yeah.
Oh, we need to watch First Kid.
And he was
Love
also
that
in a
movie.
Sinbad movie, The Pirate Sinbad as himself.
Also,
Sinbad,
he was
which
on
is
TV
hilarious.
as a show just called Sinbad.
Sinbad, yep.
Yeah.
Man, he's got to be
Let's see.
shit.
Necessary roughness.
66.
67. He's older.
What'd you say, Luke?
67. He's older.
How about 67 on the 10th?
Damn, good work.
That
I
gives you
fucking
4.
love Sinbad, dude.
Yeah, I love Sinbad.
He's a funny man. All right, here's with the next one.
On the 11th, and there's only 3, including this one.
Leonardo DiCaprio, who by the time we started this episode's date was already too old for it.
Yep.
Also,
Also, if that woman would have just moved over.
Yeah.
Or traded spots just for a moment.
worked his ass off to get where he. No, don't start with the. They
If
couldn't.
she would have moved over
They both couldn't.
or
fit.
got in the water
We have
herself,
this fight every single time his name comes up on this show. It was proven.
it's good
But the
enough
two of
for
them couldn't-
it's good enough for her to scrub with him. It's not good enough for her to be on the
He
same
was-
piece of wood.
He was Gilbert
Hold on.
Grape's little brother.
He also said Scrog the last time we had this argument.
That's because that's what I think of. You EPP.
I will
done.
always remember him as Gilbert Grape's little brother.
Mama.
Actually,
Exactly.
my favorite character in his was on Growing Pains.
I didn't say it was my favorite. I said that's what I always remember.
Romeo.
Romeo.
Great. He was great in Romeo and
The
Juliet.
Beach. The
Yeah, The
Beach was
Beach.
really good.
Romeo and Juliet was terrible.
Shutter Island was
Romeo
great.
and Juliet was
That
phenomenal.
was terrible.
That movie was
You're an
fantastic.
insane
We don't talk
person.
to him
It was
anymore.
terrible.
You are crazy. you're a nutcase. You're a lunatic.
I like the original one.
You mean the book? Because I read it too.
And I still like Leonardo
Yes.
DiCaprio. How dare you talk about Kate Winslet that way?
I've been in Romeo
You
and Juliet.
son of a bitch.
How old is Gilbert Grape's little brother?
50s now.
God damn, he's in his 50s.
On the
man. That
11th.
makes me feel old.
Next Saturday.
53.
50. I can only go one way. Let's go. We'll go 50.
You both overshot it. He'll be 49.
Not
on the
even
11th.
50 yet. Damn.
2 left.
Oh, and his next date just got too old. Simon motherfucking Tucci.
Versus Stanley.
Stanley Tucci. What did I say?
Sorry.
You know what I meant.
You were wrong.
Stanley motherfucking Tucci.
That's right.
He's incredible. I was actually talking about him today.
Mm-hmm.
Is also in Cruella, by the way.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. He's in a lot of.
He's often the fashion assistant.
He usually is, isn't
Yeah.
he?
You know
He
what's
was in
crazy?
Easy A with her as well.
Yeah.
But as the father,
Yeah.
he gets cast as a gay man in more movies than he plays a straight man, and he is a straight man with a wife, children, and grandchildren. He has stolen roles from Graham Norton, Ian McKellen in a play where they needed to cast a gay British man, and he got the part as a straight American man.
That's
And
fantastic.
he's built his entire career off of playing these very colorful, eclectic characters.
You mean like
He was in
What,
Julie and
3 out of
Julia.
Yep,
three out of 3 of these?
exactly.
pictures?
Exactly.
Easy A, The Hunger Games, and
The Devil Wears Prada.
Devil Wears Prada.
Also, I would like to point out the fact that The Terminal is one of the greatest Tom Hanks movies.
And he
of all
plays
time.
the biggest dickhead
Yep.
on the planet in The Terminal.
Yep.
Also, has a great TikTok channel. If you don't follow him, you should.
72.
No, 65.
Still too much. How about 63 on the 11th? No point. And then our last birthday.
Well, that's Demi Moore.
That is Bruce Willis's ex-wife, who's been featured in such films as Ghost and G.I. Jane.
Can't say G.I.
Striptease.
You can't say anything about G.I. Jane.
That's
We don't want
exactly
Will
what-
Smith
thank
slapping
you.
somebody.
I love striptease.
Everybody
I watched
knows
it
about that.
whenever it
Striptease
came out
was
with
great.
my parents.
Charlie's Angels.
Charlie's.
The second one, she was a bad guy.
Oh, okay, yeah.
She's been in numerous things. Flatliners. The original Flatliners she was in.
Wasn't she in
old?
Friends?
No.
No, that's you think
That's Courtney Cox. Even though they look almost identical.
They kind of do now in their older
Yeah.
age. They really
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
That being said, Demi Moore is 65.
I'm going to go 66 respectfully because I think she's a little older.
Well, respectively, she's got to be 61
61.
on the 11th.
Right on. I believe
Caleb
it's
won 10-4.
Well, at least I got 4.
It's another week in a row. Yeah.
Well, we technically got 3 because we forgot to write them
No,
down.
I got 4. I'm counting it.
I mean, yeah, then I would have had 9.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah,
I'll take the
yeah.
extra point.
That is our new camo Luchasaurus print
That's dope.
hat. If you're going out searching for the Luchasaurus, keep your head warm this winter with the Pro Wrestling
With the
Throwdown
Luchasaurus hat.
Luchasaurus hat camo, so they won't be able to see.
Take off the hat.
All right, it's time for bullshit.
How come you took me out of that one? I used to be in that one.
Well, that was for Halloween.
Well, I'm sad now.
I thought
You
it was
can't
Dominic
always
there.
be outside. You can't
Oh,
always be outside.
I didn't get to finish this one.
No,
I was making a new one. I forgot.
I expect to be included next week.
All right, what do we got first?
Well, okay, I will
Breathtaking.
make sure that you are then.
Thank you.
We're gonna have a whole bunch of bullshit. There's just a lot of nonsense. I don't
Hopefully
even
women
know
don't
what's
ask y'all what you think their age are. They often don't.
It usually is. Let's see our first one here. Let's see. Breathtaking fight between two submarines.
Outstanding work.
That is a fantastic photo. I can just see it going down up here in the thought box.
I don't think they call it that.
That's what I call it. So
Well,
that's what we're going to go with. Yeah.
All right.
All right, let's hit the next one.
It's raining men and let the bodies hit the floor. The same song with different points of view.
That's true.
Now someone needs to do an "It's Raining Men, Let the Bodies Hit the Floor" mashup, and we'll play it live next week.
Yeah, we'll dance to it.
I won't.
What does this say?
Unfortunately, Winnie the Pooh's Christmas hit for Lots of Honey was completely misunderstood by Piglet.
I love it.
Oh, bother.
Oh, bother.
Well, the holidays are coming up, so you know.
She got
Hey,
Tigger
kids.
around her shoulders. That's what's going
It's
on.
the gift that keeps on giving. Hookers.
Hookers. Next. There we go.
I could cut a piece of wood in half just by looking at it. It's true. I saw it with my own eyes.
I hate,
That's
I
fine.
hate every bit of that.
I like that a
hate
lot.
every bit of that.
Well,
Oh, that's
fucking
fantastic.
well played,
I
Max.
hate every bit of that. I
You're-
hate you
love
for.
it.
You're a
I
funny
hate you
guy.
for loving that. All right.
I
hate
stole it
myself
from
for loving
somebody
you.
on the internet.
As we're often
I
many
admit
of
it
our
fully.
movies come from. School buses are yellow because humans notice the color yellow 1.24 times faster than another eye-catching color. I didn't know that.
Nothing joking there, just a legit.
All
I
right.
get scared
I
when he
knew
puts
that.
legitimate facts up because I know what's coming next sometimes. What we got next?
Space in the metric system, space in the imperial system.
That's good.
That
That's
is
good.
that is a two-tone joke.
Yeah, it is.
For those of you that don't understand that Americans don't use
Oh, I get it. That's
the
just
imperial
funny.
system.
All right.
Never.
Next.
I knew Piglet was a bad boy. So was Tigger. Not all heroes wear capes. Wisconsin man throws beer bottle at bartender when she changes Black Sabbath to Christmas music.
That motherfucker's a saint. Somebody buy that man a beer.
I think they did. I think he threw it at her anyway.
Well, they need to buy him another beer because that beer was well spent. Next.
Should have thrown it at Mariah Carey and solved this fucking problem once and for all. You think if she dies, Christmas just stops happening?
What is this?
Hold on. Answer my question.
What now?
Do you think when Mariah Carey dies, they just stop having Christmas?
Yes.
Like, we just find a new holiday?
Well, they thought that they were going to have to shut it down a long time ago when they heard that Whitney Houston loved snow. But that didn't happen real well.
Well done.
Bobby
well
Brown's
done.
still out there, Jansen, trying to get that
Did you
money.
say Jansen? Fair enough.
Well, yeah. I mean,
All right.
What is this?
This is another serious one.
Okay.
Okay.
Sasorigatami. What does Sasorigatami mean? The sharpshooter, originally named the Sasorigatami scorpion hold in English, is a professional wrestling submission hold. It is similar to several other holds, including the cloverleaf leg lace, the Boston crab, standing reverse figure 4 leg lock. Except that's not a standing reverse figure 4 leg lock because
Well, it
standing
said it's
reverse
similar.
figure
Said it's similar.
leg lock is on the other side.
Now, the reason that I chose to use this
I hope Sean James is watching.
is to settle an age-old argument.
It's the scorpion deathlock,
Not
Not the
sharpshooter.
sharpshooter.
not the sharpshooter. It is the scorpion
Hold.
deathlock.
Just so Sean James can see that. Even if he never sees it, it's out there and I love it.
I really hope that
You
somebody
can always
gets mad
send
about
it
this.
to
I
him.
You
just-
know
I
what?
really do.
No, you send that to me. Because I got a couple motherfuckers who need to know later. And I'm probably going to be drunk.
Next. Hey, this is one of our.
This is a holographic sticker.
Well, nice. We can find that at
ProWrestlingThrowdown.com
Yeah.
or StreamLabs.com.
whichever one you choose to go to.
Or you can find us on Facebook at Facebook.com/ProWrestlingThrowdown. Follow us on Twitter at ProWrestlingTV. Send us an email at ProWrestlingThrowdown@gmail.com. Follow us on TikTok at ProWrestlingThrowdown1. And also check out StreamLabs.com/ProWrestlingThrowdown or ProWrestlingThrowdown.com.
Yeah, you can.
Prick.
There's merch there.
I always dread November 1st because of that Christmas song by the lady who remains nameless. I'm telling you, when she dies, we'll just have to rename the holiday. It's it. Oh my. I didn't like that.
Next.
Tales from the Turnbuckle.
Max,
You know what that means?
It returns next week.
That means that we only have one left. Well, we have a special one at the end. So
I have
Hold
something
on.
special for Caleb.
Hold on, before we get there. Also, alongside of Tales from the Turnbuckle, you can start checking out KB's watch list, where every week I'm going to be publishing a match that I watch live with you guys when you tune in. It'll all be promoed. We're going to be doing that once a week together. We'll promo a night for it sometime next week when we're going to do it. I'll let you know right now that the match is... I had it saved earlier. Now I can't remember the actual name of the event. So hold on. I know it's available on YouTube. And I will go through the page and share that with everybody.
Tales from the Turnbuckle returns next week with a special on Randy Orton. Due to the, of course, relevance of Randy Orton coming back here soon. We want to jump on it, get the fans who, if you're not familiar with Randy Orton, I don't know what you've been doing with your
While
life.
you're over there at youtube.com/ProWrestlingThrowdown, make sure you check out not just Tales from the Turnbuckle, but we have several different videos.
Yes,
Right.
we also have shorts. We have all kinds of things for
Yeah.
fun to answer, leave comments. We'll get back to your comments and stuff as we get them.
Right. But this week's match from KB's watch list is the Ring of Honor All-Star Extravaganza 2014 match between Adam Cole and then IWGP World Champion AJ Styles. That's right. I picked a Ring of Honor match for my first one. Be shocked. Be surprised. Be dismayed. Doesn't matter. Be there when we start running this week, probably on a Tuesday night. What we're shooting for, I think, Tuesday or Wednesday. So come check it out. Follow the page for more. Y'all can go live with me next week. We're going to watch AJ Styles and Adam Cole.
All right, before we get to my present to you, let's go ahead and hit us with the last one.
Yeah, we have one before that.
Okay.
All right.
I'm taking steps to...
No, that's me.
Oh.
I'm taking steps to overcome my hiking addiction.
How's it going?
Not out of the woods yet. But no, okay, well, the show is over officially now, with that being said. But I know it's November 5th, and that's one of your favorite times of the year, November 5th. So I figured that I would make you a special dinner. So can you throw up the next one, please?
Fuck.
This is spaghetti and feet balls just for you. Keep it in the ring.
Ah!